Good evening, folks. Welcome to Yachts and Thoughts. It's an evening, so I'm drinking kombucha. Make sure you keep that gut game right. The better you can digest, the better your stress. Tonight's topic, are you maintaining your New Year's resolutions? Probably not. But this year I actually did not see a big pickup in the gym as far as membership enrollment, at least in the area that I'm in. I'm still seeing the same regulars, so those who maintain their same basic exercise lifestyle. I'm still seeing those people, but I'm not seeing a lot of new people. I have seen a few, but I have not seen a lot of new as I have in the past. I think with the New Year's thing, my goal with this podcast is to build accountability and awareness of our actions and how those actions affect us mentally, psychologically, and where your mental state takes you daily. You can, honestly, I don't believe in heaven or hell. I believe hell and heaven are both right here on this plane. They're concepts we created on this plane, so I'm certainly sure that they're truth and the reality is centered on this plane. Now, when it comes to the New Year's resolution thing, think of it this way. It's easier to have tasks and whittle them down in small increments. But if you're picking a deadline or you're picking a starting point, and that starting point happens to be at the first of the year, that's a long time in between firsts of the year. I think to accomplish your goals, you want to make short-term goals. So if you want to have a New Year's resolution, then make each month a new year or period of time, if you want to think of it as a time-based thing. But practice having these goals as a monthly thing. So if your goal is to be in the best shape of your life and you're starting in 2022, then make sure that you start that same goal 2022 January, 2022 February, 2022, you know what I'm saying. Make sure that every month you have the same goal until that goal is either accomplished, acquired, or has become a lifestyle. For me, as an alcoholic and a drug addict, or a person who found comfort in many a chemical and mindset, and I found comfort, and it wasn't always in positive places. Creating short-term goals for me is something that creates a sense of accomplishment, so I'm able to continue the mindset of goals being things that are either easily accomplished or accomplished with work. But having these long, life-changing goals that you set on a yearly basis, it's achievable, but it's not something that, I'll say, our social conditioning to setting this one item as your yearly goal is something that is just setting you up for failure. You have to kind of chisel away. Let's say you have a pyramid. At the top of the pyramid is the light. Underneath that pyramid is 4 blocks. Underneath that is 8 blocks. Underneath that, 16, 24. It just keeps doubling, or you just keep adding blocks. Now, basically, to get to that top peak point in the pyramid, you have to go through all of these other small blocks. You have to chisel away, or in this case, build to get to that top point. That's what I want people to kind of develop. If your goal is to be in the best shape of your life, then that should be a 5, 6, 7, a number of years. But within that number of years, months. So what is your monthly goal? What are the 12 blocks you're going to use to make the base and foundation of the next set of blocks that you're going to use to make another solid piece of your foundation, or you're starting to scale up in your accomplishment to this one main goal. So if your main goal is, I want to be in the best shape of my life, or I want this vehicle, or I want to acquire said goal, what are the 12 to 24 things you need to do to accomplish this? So start small and start daily, monthly, weekly, but don't think of your goals as a yearly thing. Think of your goals as something to be consistently set, consistent benchmarks in these goals. You want consistency when you're thinking of the concept of one goal. There's going to be multiple steps it takes to get to most goals. Just like there's multiple belt loops and multiple wheels on your car, it takes multiple things to make one. Usually takes multiple components to make one solid thing. Let me rephrase that. It usually takes multiple steps to achieve one goal. So if you do set a goal, remember and remind yourself that you have steps to achieving that goal. And in the future, if you're seeing this video, and if you're seeing this video now, I'm sure it applies now. If you're not achieving these goals, if that New Year's resolution that you set, I don't know, not that long ago, is something that has already fizzled out at this point, stop thinking of it as a yearly thing. You're making it too big. If you want to start something each month. And doing it in small pieces will get you to the larger goal. I promise you.